So it's that time of Euro 2024. We're going to be predicting the semifinals. We're down to the very end, man. 4 teams remaining, and what of competition we have had. Before we get into the predictions, I really want to talk to you guys about the amazing tournament that we've seen so far, and also at the same time, the very boring tournament that we've seen. What I mean by that is this. I'm going to go ahead and put this out there so everybody understands. I think England, Portugal, France, Italy, most of the big teams have been very, very boring to watch. That's facts. And what made Euro 2024 so exciting, in my opinion, has been Spain. Spain's been very exciting to watch because of Nico Williams and Yamal. And then you have Georgia, who was very fun to watch. Turkey, who was really, really fun to watch. Austria, which was an amazing team. Albania was a pretty good watch. There's been teams in there that were fun to watch. Denmark was a fun team from the jump to watch. So you've had those bright spots, but it's been, you know, when you think about the teams that are in the top 10s, like Portugal, Belgium, England, France, a lot of the big teams have just not been fun to watch. And it's pure facts. Like, I don't think anybody can really argue that. So as I'm making the 2024 semifinal predictions for the Euro, I'm going to go based off of the last few Euros. Portugal won the Euro in 2016. Very, very boring. Barely won any game in regular time, barely came out the group, and they came out in third place. They just didn't look good, and they won the Euro. Then you had Italy, who beat England in the Euro final of 2022. And in that Euro, 2020, and in that Euro, again, Italy wasn't this, oh my gosh, they're so exciting to watch. They're the most promising team. They play the best football. No, they just knew how to win. They knew how to grind games out and win. So going based off of that, the team to me that has looked the less exciting and just win games is France and England, right? So when I make my decision here, I'm not making my decision based off of the best teams there, because in my opinion, the best team in this whole competition has been Spain. They look the best, like straight up, they look the best. They look most exciting. They look fun to watch. They're just a good team all around. And if I'm being fully honest with you, as good as they've looked, let's just be 100% real with each other. Germany was brutally robbed in Euro 2024. And I know a lot of people will say, well, that's just not true. But in my opinion, there is a handball in the Spain game, which I'm trying to pull up really quickly to show you guys. So you can't really see it go in full speed, but I'm just going to quickly pull an image up so you guys can see this. For me, lads, this is a handball. You guys can see the ball here. The body is not extended, is not beside the body. The hand is not beside the body. It's not in a natural position. It's out here. And had this ball passed his hand, it's most likely going on goal. So for me, it doesn't really necessarily mean that he put the hand out there, but the hand is there. So in my opinion, this is a handball, which would have changed everything. So even though Spain has looked the best, there's also been a little bit of luck that's gone their way, because I don't know how in 2024 with VAR you get away with this, especially when you're the host. That just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But with all that being said, we are now into the semifinals. And the truth is, I picked Portugal to go through, obviously, because they were my nation, and I picked things certain ways. Honestly, I think Portugal, and I'm not just saying this because I'm Portuguese, I think Portugal were kind of the better team against France. I think France had 2 really clear good opportunities that they probably should have bagged, Camavinga especially, and also Colo. But at the end of the day, Portugal had a lot of chances. Vitinha, Ronaldo skied one that really, I mean, rewind him 5 years ago, and he would have popped that into the back of the net. Nuno Mendes, the last shot of the game, he should have put the game away. Rafael Leao, if he could just shoot the ball correctly and not hit the defender, that ball goes in. They had a lot of awesome chances. So did France, by the way. But neither team was really exciting to watch. But here's the truth. I don't know about Spain's defense. To this day, I still don't know. And I believe Carvajal got a red card, which means there's going to be no Carvajal. Now, whether you have to guard Mbappe or Dembele, whoever's on that side, it is going to be a massive challenge for you to beat France on the counterattack. Without Carvajal, one of your starting center backs are gone as well. And I know that 100%, I truly believe deep down inside, Nico is going to give Koundé an absolute terrible, terrible time. Nico's going to cook Koundé. But if they do what they did with Rafael Leao, if they put Dembele with Koundé, Dembele defended very well against Rafael Leao. If you guys watch the Portugal game, Rafael Leao was cooking Koundé the whole game until Dembele was subbed on. And once Dembele was subbed on, Koundé could no longer do anything. I mean, Rafael Leao could do nothing else because Dembele and Koundé were right on top of him. So if they play Nico Williams like that, it now comes down to if Yamal can cook Theo Hernandez. It's Yamal and Theo Hernandez on an island, and can he cook him? And when you do cook him, you now have to get by Saliba. And the truth is this: France has not looked good. It's facts. But France has not been scored on. And the truth is, I know people aren't going to want to hear this, but the truth is football right now is in a place where teams play to not lose. Back in the day, teams played to win. Nowadays, people play to not lose. France has played their games to not lose, and they've done enough to get through and just pass things, right? Like get by. That's why they came out in second place. That's why they went to penalties against Portugal. They're playing to get by. And I truly believe that if it's going to be a game that Spain's pushing forward, and France is just going to destroy them on the counter. I think France is going to beat Spain. As beautiful as Spain's football is, and yes, they're probably the team that deserves to win the tournament, the facts are that's not how football is anymore. It's not about how beautiful a football you play. It's not about how many times you can attack. It's about being a perfectly organized machine. And France is a perfectly organized machine. It don't look good. It's not pretty. You're getting a fresh Rabiot back who didn't play the last game. Your Rabiot's going to be there. They have Chouamani and Kanté. I don't think either of them are going to miss this game. It's too hard of a midfield to get through. I just don't know. As great as Spain is, I don't know if they have enough offensively, and Morata, I don't even know if Morata can play. I think he might have got a yellow card. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if their forwards are good enough to get by this French defense with Saliba. So I think I'm going to go with France. And now you get to another game where, again, England has not looked good. The Netherlands have looked way better. But England has gotten the job done against everyone. And in my opinion, if I'm being fully honest with you, the Netherlands are having a great tournament. And I'm going to be real with you. The Netherlands had a great World Cup as well. They played a very good game against Argentina in the World Cup. And they low-key could have got Argentina out. They had all the momentum going their way with that late goal, you know? So it's just one of those things where, in my opinion, Netherlands have been a really, really good team. England has been a team that just gets it done. They're showing they can win on penalties now. It hasn't been pretty for them. But England is reminding me very much of the Portugal 2016 World Cup. I mean, Euro. You know, they're not beating crazy teams. I think we beat Wales. We beat Poland. You know, it wasn't like this crazy awesome run that we went through to make the final. This is going to be England's biggest test. And if Southgate can get it right, I think they could be in the final. Now, here's the thing. The only reason I don't want to go England here, lads, is because I just don't know if they can make back-to-back Euro finals. I don't know if they could do it. I'm leaning towards the Netherlands. If I'm being fully honest with you, fully transparent, I'm leaning towards the Netherlands. But I just think, once again, this negative, we play not to lose, is going to be what wins. So I think both teams that haven't looked good and both teams that haven't done an amazing job just have enough of star players to see them get through Spain and the Netherlands. That's how I see it. I see a Jude Bellingham or a Harry Kane or one of those star players stepping up to the plate, and I see Mbappe, you know, or Dembele or someone like Kanté stepping up to the plate in these massive games, right? I think that there's a little bit more stars on both of these teams, and with the way that they've played not to lose, you know, I could see England go another 120 minutes with the Netherlands and getting by them like that. I can see Spain just France counterattacking Spain for 90 minutes and getting a couple counterattack goals, you know? I can see it, lads. I really, really could see it. And without Carvajal, it's a big deal. If Carvajal was on the field covering Mbappe, then I would say, you know what? They have a really good chance because Carvajal always shows up for big games. But there is no Carvajal, man. So I think the final of Euro 2024 is going to be England versus France. Do I think both of these teams deserve to be there? If I'm being honest with you, no, I don't. I don't think so. But unfortunately, lads, football is not in a place anymore of who deserves to be where. That's not how it works no more, bro. Football is in the place right now that is very everyone behind the ball. No mistakes. No one make a mistake. No one be the first team to make a mistake. Every team just plays very, very, very scared. And I honestly don't know what it is, but I just feel like I just feel like the football's become so much of a business now. It just feels that way, man. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I think that VAR's hurt the game. I think that all the rule changes, just everything we're going through right now has low key. It's kind of hurt the game, man. There's less goals. I mean, think about it, bro. Wasn't it? Denmark was. Didn't Denmark? Didn't Denmark like against Germany like not score a goal because of a toe? Like it's just crazy where the game is now. It's so hard to score goals. Everything is looked at a million times. And it's very difficult, man. So I don't know. I just feel that it's going to be two teams that don't play. Netherlands and Spain probably deserve to be there. Spain definitely, but I think it's going to be the teams that just know how to get it done, man. You know, I think Jude will show up with that Real Madrid DNA, you know, and I think France will get it done because of the star players that they have, especially Saliba. He's having a great tournament. So this is my semifinals for this is my semifinals for the Euro 2024, man. Yeah, England versus France in the final. That's what I'm predicting. We'll see if I get it right, man. I got the last one wrong. I called the Netherlands over Turkey. I called England over Switzerland. I said Portugal over France. It was very, very close to being that. And I think I picked Spain over Germany. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. But I got the Portugal game wrong. But I had to go with my country, right? So anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that big old thumbs up. I love you guys, and I will catch you for the next one. Booyah, we out of here.